And we're live.
Love you.
Alright, shut up.
Need you.
Alright, welcome to the podcast, whatever. What's this podcast name, Finn?
Midnight Flight Bite.
Midnight Bite Flight Tight?
Heck yeah.
Heckle frick yeah. Alright. Shut up! Alright, what was your first topic?
Your stupid history thingy.
Oh, history.
What a nerd. Obviously.
No, I'm not going to talk about that till later.
Okay.
Alright, let's talk about the most recent topic we talked about, which was like moving out. Moving out, yeah. Like, what are your opinions on like moving out? Like,
Love you.
take this seriously, man.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. I don't know.
Like, do you think you're ever gonna move out?
Like, well, to college probably, unless I'm going to COA, which would not be my dream.
That's not a full college.
Huh?
Is that a full college?
It's a community college.
Yeah.
Most people go there for like a 2-year school.
I feel like I'm probably gonna move away.
Like, before college?
I don't know if I'm going to college.
Yeah.
I might not. I don't plan on it, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I'd probably go to college because I don't know what I would do.
I don't have my life planned out. Like, there's only one college I would ever go to, and that is, it's one college in California. It's called the, California Institute of the Arts. Are you?
There's only one college I'd ever go to. ECU, you know why?
Why?
So I can party.
Yeah. I would never go to ECU.
Yeah, me either. I was just kidding.
So, I don't think I would move away like,
I probably wouldn't move, like, after college, I probably wouldn't move unless I had a reason to, like a girlfriend or wife or something.
Yeah, I would move once I have, like, a family to move with.
Yeah.
God, we've only been recording for 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
How do people do this for an hour?
Just go rambling on, which I can do very easily.
I feel like the parents one will be easier.
Parents. So you start about stories with your parents.
Okay. So, my dad, he, like, he was really dumb.
I mean...
Like, he would skip school to go home and eat and go home and eat. That's the only reason. That's the only thing he wanted to do.
What?
He just wanted to go home and eat. And so when he went to college for like a year and a half, and then he dropped out, went to Korea for a year with his best friend.
What?
Yeah, he went to Korea for a year, taught Koreans how to speak English.
Did you speak any Korean?
No, yeah, it was just basically a computer system type thing. And lived with his best friend.
Well, what did he go to college for a couple years for?
I don't remember actually.
Mm.
But basically, he did a lot of things in Korea. So he got a tattoo that wasn't like a Korean type font, but still
Like
English.
the Korean, oh.
So it said Cash because his best friend's name was Kane, C, and then one of his other best friends' last name would start with an A. His last name was Schultz, started with an S, and then his other best friend's name would start with an S. By the way, he's my dad's chief of the military.
What?
His best friend Kane is chief firefighter, and then the other two are dead.
Damn, how?
Overdose.
Oh,
And
that sucks.
one died in a shower, the other one died
In a
the middle
shower.
of the street. And so, also he did a lot of bungee jumping, and he said all he did was eat cheesy ramen and gain like 10 pounds. And then he went back, joined the military, and then in the military he got a friend named Betsy, and then
Betsy Ross?
no, and then he was stationed in Virginia, And then that's where he met my mom, because Betsy was my mom's friend also.
Wow.
And they come down here and they got married and stuff.
That's your parents' What about your mom?
She basically lived here her whole life.
Really?
And then she went to college. I don't remember what college. But
by the way,
Meredith, an all-girls school.
Here is North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she went to Meredith, an all-girls school. And I have a story about this one.
Alright.
So she had like a friend group, and she knows most of them pretty well. One of them lives in like Charlotte, two of them live in Charlotte actually, but they're not really good friends, but we visited them before. Anyways, their friend group of them 4, and one of them, I don't know my mom's kind of friends with her, not really, but anyways, so they figured out that some girl was talking about them, and so she was like really religious and Christian.
Your mom or?
No, not my mom. The girl that was talking about them.
Oh.
So when she was gone from her room, they went in there and wrote glow dark markers all over the wall, 666, and we're watching you. And so when the girl went to bed that night, she saw that all over her wall, and she knew it was them. So she told the principal, and the principal called them, and my mom's friend was about to pick up. They're like, okay, if it's the principal, don't say anything. And she was like, she answered it, and she was like, hello. And then they asked her if it was them, and she was like, yes, it was us.
Dude.
And just told them it was her right away. And so my mom had to do community service in the lunchroom with a bunch of lunch ladies for like the rest of the year, and had to write a 5-page essay on why she was sorry. And then so after that school, she went to another school, VCU, for.
What does that stand for?
I'm not sure.
Very cool.
University. Yep. So she went there, and she did a bunch of stuff. She basically just went farther into her pharmacist education, and but went a little bit farther into her pharmacist education, and she watched people do surgery, like, what's it called? Like look at
autopsy.
Autopsy and stuff like that of dead people. And she said one of their ball hairs were like half a foot long.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Why would you just let it grow?
I don't know.
Should I talk about my parents now?
I think I have more. No, I don't. Yeah, sure.
So let's start off with which parent should I start off with?
Your mom.
Yeah, she's a lot more interesting. So my mom started off like in California, just like the coast of California or something. Not really the coast. I don't know where in California. So she started off in California. She lived there for I don't know how long. And then she joined the Coast Guard. Oh yeah, she dropped out of high school like a year early and actually finished high school like 4 months. She wasn't in school for her last year of school. That makes sense. And she finished like 4 months early. And then after that, she couldn't go to college because she didn't have enough money. So she went and joined the Coast Guard. And she was in there for God knows how long. And then after the Coast Guard, she was gonna go to college, but still didn't have enough money. So she was like in Virginia for a while. And while she was in Virginia, she decided to go working out at an Outback. And she got pretty high up on the chain of Outback. And so she decided to open. She had to open an Outback. You know the Outback like around like Kitty Hawk or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had opened that Outback. And while she was working there, at the Outback Steakhouse, she decided to hire my dad.
Huh.
and she wasn't gonna hire him at first. He was like how he is now, except worse.
What do you mean?
Like more cocky.
Mm.
And so she decided she was convinced to hire him. And then they started dating, and then a year later, and then a couple years later, she got married, and then a year after she got married, she had my sister, and a year after that, she had me. So that's my mom's story. My dad's isn't as interesting.
Go ahead.
Alright, he was born in Chile, and then when he was 18 months old, he immigrated to New York, in America. He went to New York, not New York City, just like in the state. And then, I don't know when, but sometime in high school, he moved down to North Carolina. And then didn't go to college either. And then, I don't know what happened after that. He went to college. No, he didn't go to college. He definitely lived in New York for a while, then went to NC, then met my mom, and then got a boring family. Told you my parents' story wasn't that interesting.
I have an off-target topic.
No,
Well,
Wait, I need to continue with... I have a story about my dad. How we went to see his first concert. He went to see a Pink Floyd concert.
Mm-hmm.
And he was only able to go because his brother got grounded and wasn't allowed. Yeah, my mom's first concert was Green Day.
When my dad was in college, and like for a short time, and he was like struggling, he used to like work out a lot, and he was like didn't have a lot of money and stuff, so he would eat baby food, like not the good,
not the one we just ate,
but baby food,
like the mushy kind.
Like yeah, he would eat that as a pre-workout snack.
Oh, why didn't he just snort the G Fuel?
I don't know. He ate a lot of weird stuff. He ate like ketchup and mac and cheese and a lot of weird stuff.
My uncle went to college. So my uncle went to college. He went to culinary school. And he opened a restaurant for a while. But then that restaurant accumulated a lot of debt and he had to shut it down. But my dad, on the other hand, he had no form of like college education. Yet his restaurant is still up and running.
Mm-hmm. I have an off-topic, kind of an off-topic, not really. But, like, who is the most problematic, like, as a baby?
How?
What?
What do you mean?
Like, problematic and, like, just threw a fit and stuff. Wait, I'll go first. So my brother, Wolfie, he was definitely the most problematic because there's a lot of stories about him. One time, oh god, he cussed out my dad one time when he was like 3. My dad was like, my dad said, I don't know if I'm supposed to be proud because he knows how to speak or to be angry because he just cussed at me. And then he also, one time he was with his babysitter in the car and my grandmother was in there for some reason. No, it was my grandmother and my mom in the car. And he also did the same thing with his babysitter. They were about to drive off, and he started screaming, "I want the keys."
I want the keys.
He said, "Let me drive, I want the keys," and throwing his shoes at them, and kept screaming and crying. And they would also, when they would go to restaurants and stuff, they'd have to take him out because he'd be screaming, and they would also. But I'm glad they weren't that parent that would just sit there while their kids screamed in a restaurant. And what other story do I have? I don't know. But my other brother, all he would do was sleep. He would just sleep like all day. Oh, also one time my mom was changing my problematic brothers.
Are you just gonna refer to him problematic?
His diaper, and so like the diaper was off him, and my mom was like, "Oh, what's that smell?" And then he pooped, and she got out of the way and it splattered on the wall.
I did that once.
I did the same thing.
It just got sprayed all over my babysitter and my dad.
Ew.
Yeah.
My brother's friend told my brother that he was in a car and he had his head out the window and his dad barfed out the window and it went onto all in his face and his mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. That'd be traumatizing. I would never stick my head out a window again.
We grew up in very different environments.
Yeah.
Like, especially because you're two brothers and I have two sisters.
Mhm.
Well, I have a story about how my parents have been on television,
Oh yeah.
which is kind of big.
My mom was too. Her whole ankle.
She was in the episode?
Yeah. Like you could see her back, the back of her, and like her hair, but you couldn't see her face.
Man, my parents.
And then you saw my dad's shoe. Pretty sick.
They were pretty proud, weren't they?
Yeah. They're like, look, we're in the show. Oh,
It's
look.
like, oh yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
they're like, look, that's me right there. You can barely see it. I was
Yeah,
like,
so
oh
we're-
yeah, it is you.
It's like, yeah, that's also the kid in my class's parents. The main attraction.
Who are those losers that you can actually see the race?
Who are those losers who actually get a lot of screen time?
Yeah. What nerds.
Alright, so let me get the context. This is back in like 2012. I don't remember it. I have a very bad memory. Alright, so this was like 2012. I remember the exact. It was the Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And it was. I think it was like season 16, episode 4.
How do you remember that, but you don't remember that? Like actually being in the show.
Because I've seen it on Hulu.
Oh.
I wasn't in the show at all.
Oh.
Like, alright, so basically, it was like the second half of season 16, episode 4. The name of it is Matches Made in Heaven. And so basically, my parents just went on that show. Because Guy Fieri was like, yeah, we get on the show. And so, like, yeah. They're on live television just because of our restaurant. I mean, it's gone downhill since then. It's gone very far downhill.
Just imagine if it hasn't been recording this whole time.
17 minutes.
Okay, good.
Alright. So yeah, that was pretty big.
You want to go on to another topic?
No, I want to keep on this topic.
Alright.
And so, yeah. Live television. Guy Fieri wiped sweat off my mom's forehead.
That's fun.
Yeah. My dad, dissected a whole fish and cooked it on live television.
My dad, before he met my mom, he was like really dumb and really bad off. Like, I bet if he never met my mom, he probably, well, I don't know. He was in the military. He still was. He actually was in the military, but if he didn't join the military, he probably would have ended up like his other two friends.
My dad didn't really do drugs. I mean,
I bet my dad
he did smoke weed in the back of a van on the way to a Metallica concert once.
Well, yeah, he doesn't do drugs. Don't worry. My mom, when she was in college, she had super short hair. She got a tongue piercing, and she was smoking cigarettes. All without telling my grandma. And when my grandma went to go visit her in college, she had a tongue piercing, and she was trying to hide it. And then she had like super short hair and like giant earrings. She was basically a hot Cheeto girl.
She was a hot Cheeto girl?
And when she went to the bathroom, my grandma found cigarettes in her, like, everywhere.
Yeah, I never really get to talk to my mom's half of the family. Because they live a whole country away.
Yeah, I don't really talk to my dad's half of the family because they're kind of, like, in Colorado or Wisconsin.
You don't remember?
No, they're in both.
Oh.
My aunt, my uncle, and their children are... Huh?
I'm sure.
Okay, are all in Colorado, and then my grandma and grandpa are also in Colorado, but then my great uncle, my dad's cousin, and my other great uncle, and then a bunch of my other family live in Wisconsin.
I have a story
Like,
about my. I feel like my mom's kind of the disappointment of her side of the family.
huh?
I feel like my mom's kind of the disappointment of her side of the family.
Why?
Alright, so my aunt, she's like a doctor, who is, and like a teacher, I think, who just like travels, sort of. She's like pretty successful. There's my uncle, who just travels the world. You know my uncle.
The one that was sleeping in your bed that one time?
Yeah, and he yelled at us to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just like travels everywhere.
Is he a fisher?
I think. He runs like a charter.
Uh,
He doesn't live anywhere. He's not homeless, he lives on a boat.
Okay.
He just visits every now and then.
I would hate living on a boat. I get seasick way too easily.
I mean, he probably has a pretty free life.
Yeah.
And then there's my mom, who has a family restaurant in North Carolina.
Well, on my dad's side of the family, my uncle, my dad's side of the family has a lot of issues. My Uncle Kirk is bipolar. My grandma has cancer. My aunt has MS, which is like,
Microsoft?
yeah. Or some days you like wake up and you like can barely move, and other days you're fine. And it doesn't really go away. And on my mom's side of the family, the dads basically had a pretty bad chance, honestly, because my great grandma didn't have a dad, my grandma didn't have a dad, and my mom didn't have a dad.
I'm the only. How do I phrase this? I'm the only person that can carry on my last name on my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
No, you can't. You have like two. Do you have any cousins or anything like that?
Yeah, I have cousins, but they're all girls.
Same.
But my dad has a sister, so she didn't even carry on the last name either, so it's Robin, so that's kind of...
Yeah, the thing is, my dad, he has like 3 siblings, and one of them is a guy.
Uh-huh.
And out of all of my cousins, there's like 12 girls and 1 guy. I'm that one guy.
Good lord. My,
And it is super, like, not fun.
I saw this thing the other day that said, if you decide not to have children,
You're ending like
you're like ending
3
like,
billion year line generation.
yeah.
Do you think you're gonna have kids eventually?
I hope.
Yeah, I plan to. I kinda got it so I can carry on the family name. Or else you know.
You know what you can do? You can just make them your slaves.
No!
I mean,
I don't think that's legal anymore.
you want work done? You tell them to do it.
Did you forget about the Emancipation Proclamation?
What?
Emancipation Proclamation? The Abraham Lincoln thing? How Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves?
Yeah.
You forget about that?
Yeah.
Man.
Second, when you said emancipation, I thought you meant when a minor gets, like, when the parents sign documents and makes a minor, like...
A major?
Yeah, I mean, no one really refers to it as a major, but not a minor, I guess.
I mean, is that a proper term for like an adult?
I don't know.
A major?
No one uses it.
I mean, it might be, so it's minor, major. Alright, what are the topics?
We can do fear.
Let me check. The topics are, history. I haven't really talked about that. We've already talked about parents, moving in college. We have fears, food, and history left. And inside jokes left. Fears, food, and inside jokes.
Fear.
Alright, what are your fears? Shh.
Well, my dad, he's afraid of, I'm going to use the politically correct term, little people. But as Smooth would say, midgets.
Why?
Because, I don't know, he just says they freak him out. And he's also afraid of clowns and spiders.
It's fucked up.
I know. And my mom, I don't even know what she's afraid of, honestly.
What are you afraid of?
A lot of things.
Like what?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. My brother, my oldest brother, he gets sketched out by like the littlest things. Like he'll be in a house by himself and I'll walk in and he'll be like, "Hello?" And he'll get super scared and stuff. It'll be funny. I was messing with him. So I don't like being in the dark when I'm by myself. I feel like someone's just gonna walk in.
Yeah, you're not afraid of the dark. You're afraid of not being alone in the dark.
Yeah. But I don't like spiders. I don't like snakes. I don't like anything that's gonna kill me.
Well, no.
I don't
Spiders
like-
and snakes won't necessarily kill you.
I'm still scared of them.
Yeah.
I'll kill a spider if it tries to touch me, or is climbing on the wall or on the floor or anywhere. And I don't know.
I only have like 3 fears that I know. I have the fear of heights, which like obviously, I feel like if I just look at a high place, I'm gonna fall, even if it's in a video. I have claustrophobia, which is the fear of small spaces. I don't know why. It just kind of spooks me out. And then I don't know if this counts, but I'm scared of death.
Yeah, me too.
Because like I don't know what you don't really know
Yeah,
what comes
like
after.
people think there's a heaven, people think there's an afterlife, but what if it's just nothingness?
Yeah.
It's just black.
Or if just like the feeling, you know, like basically
Like sleeping, but it doesn't just end.
like you don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I get that freaks me out.
Yeah. And another thing that scares me is like, I feel like I get scared by thinking people don't want to be my friends anymore, don't like me anymore. I don't know why.
I mean,
I know it's not true.
I don't really
but
care
it's
because I
kinda
know a
weird.
lot of people. I don't care because I know a lot of people don't like me.
That's tough.
It's true.
What were we? Oh yeah, fear. Yeah, I also have one extra chromosome, but we don't.
Yeah. That leads into the. Should we go into that topic now?
What?
Inside jokes.
Sure.
All right, inside. We have a lot of inside jokes.
Definitely not.
Can we explain a few of them?
Like what?
I don't know. The chromosome joke.
I mean,
That's
that's not really a joke. That's
Wait.
just dark humor.
It's not really dark humor. It's just what we think is funny.
Yeah.
We basically see something and like, man, that has more chromosomes than me.
Basically, people with Down syndrome have more chromosomes.
And we say each other more chromosomes. I say I have more chromosomes. I say someone's stealing my chromosomes.
Yeah, when they get like super dumb or something like super dumb.
And then when I win in a game for a dumb reason, I say like, remember I was playing bumper cars in that thing, and I was like, I'm winning because I have a chromosome force field.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a lot of inside
Who
jokes.
doesn't have a chromosome force field?
Yeah. Are you getting called?
Sorry, I just had to play that real quick.
That's his ringtone. Well, how would you say we met?
I don't even remember.
I think we just had a class one day. I decided to meet.
Probably the Halloween party.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Noodles.
Yeah.
Alright, so Noodles, there's just one little kid named like Nolan or something.
Uh-huh.
And I personally refused to call him anything except Noodles. And he gets really mad. And I'm like, okay, Noodles.
Yep.
Yeah, making fun of children is funny.
Yeah, it's super funny. Especially orphans.
Oh, yeah, that joke.
That one.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
we hate
so-
orphans.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, basically we just say that we hate orphans because we do.
We definitely don't.
No, we do.
We don't. It's just funny to say it.
Yeah, we always make jokes about orphans and
Yeah, like-
having them in our basement
And killing them.
doing a lot of things.
I don't know why we joke about this. It's just someone jokes about it one day and it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
When do you think a joke has like crossed the line?
If it's extremely racist,
Yeah.
if it involves like the N-word, that racist.
Yeah.
If you talk about someone's dead, dying, something like that.
Like something serious. If you're serious about it.
Yeah. Or, like, the Down syndrome joke. If there was someone in your party, like, if you're in...
If you're saying it to someone directly, that, like, you know...
If you're saying it to someone that knows someone with Down syndrome or his relative has Down syndrome, it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up. Like, these jokes are messed up, but you can't be offended and laughing at the same time.
Yeah.
That's
There's, like, certain people that you can say them around.
Yeah. Food.
Food?
Fuck yeah.
I like food.
I know a lot about food. Alright, you start. Do you have anything like food related?
Like favorite food?
Anything like food related.
Okay, let's do favorite foods. Okay.
What's your favorite food?
I like pizza. I like avocado. I like mac and cheese.
Damn, you have a very wide palate.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't eat meat. I'm vegetarian, but I do eat fish.
You're pescatarian, aren't you?
Yeah, but I also can eat meat that my family kills.
Yeah, so I feel like
it's natural.
you kill a person and then...
Yeah, it's tasty.
Tasty.
But
Human meat tastes like pork.
That's what people say.
Yeah, that's what cannibals say.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And pork tastes good, so...
Yeah.
Do you think you could bite off your finger?
I saw this thing that said if you can bite a carrot in half, you can bite your finger in half, but your brain tells you not to.
No,
but
that's...
I don't think that's true.
That's fake. Someone put that to the test. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not true because I'm pretty sure if I bite hard on a carrot, it's gonna break.
Yeah. Well, my favorite food, it's very specific, is chicken, cheese, and bacon spring roll that I make. I think... Do you like cooking at all?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes I want to, but sometimes I just don't feel like it.
I really like cooking. It's like one of my... We gotta be loud so the phone can actually hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah, cooking is like one of my free time. Things I do in my free time. I don't know why.
I watch TikTok.
Yeah. I am addicted to, like, my phone. Most people, like, I'm not being exaggerating. You know that screen time thing?
Yeah.
How long would you say?
I'll check. I'm gonna say I'm gonna guess 5.5 hours.
Okay. Check. I'll tell you.
5 hours and 50 minutes daily average. What's the last week?
Last time I checked, it was around 12 hours.
My last week's average is 7 hours and 10 minutes.
My average a lot of time is like 12 hours.
12?
Yeah.
Good lord.
I spend most of my waking time on my phone. And a lot of that time is spent on YouTube.
Most of mine is TikTok. I had like 48 hours on TikTok one week.
Mm. Yeah, I spend a lot of time on YouTube. But I'm not usually... A lot of the time, it's just like playing while I'm asleep. Or just like in the background while I'm doing something.
Yeah, I can't really listen to stuff while... music, but I can't really listen to stuff and not look at it.
Yeah.
Like YouTube videos and stuff. And TikToks. Well, especially TikToks, but...
Wait, you gotta speak louder.
Especially TikToks.
Yeah. I don't know why. I use TikTok a lot. I use TikTok a lot for some reason. Like...
There's certain things... Like, once you scroll for a while...
You just can't... You get sucked into the loop.
Yeah, and also, once you like certain videos and watch certain videos all the way through, you get what you want.
Yeah.
Not just the random e-boys dancing.
Yeah. What's the longest time you think you've spent in, like, a video game?
I streamed for, like, 10 hours one time.
Well, I know, because, like, Nintendo Switch gives you...
I got 0 viewers.
Nintendo Switch, it gives you, like, your data on how many hours you put into a game, and I know it's like on certain games I put over 200 hours.
On certain games you put over 200?
Yeah.
Good lord.
Like The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Well, whenever I play a game, I play it to the point where it's not that fun to play anymore.
I like games that don't get old.
I like games where you can just play it and turn your brain off. You can just play it without thinking.
That's not Fortnite.
That is Fortnite, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'd say if you want to actually win, there's a lot.
Well, I don't put effort into that game.
Goes into it.
Well, Minecraft is also one of those games you can just turn your brain off and play for hours on end.
Yeah. The thing I don't like about Minecraft Survival is the starting part. It's all so stressful.
Yeah, because if you die, you have to start all over again.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a reliable source of food, you're dead.
Yeah.
What do you think of music? In general. Music.
I mean, most of the time when I play music, I want it so loud to where I can't hear anything. So I don't really listen to it that often. But when I do, people usually get mad because they'll have to scream or freaking punch me. And I usually use it when I'm mowing or doing something that...
Yeah, music is definitely good for mowing the lawn.
Yeah. Or riding my bike somewhere and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I play music a lot of the time. Because, I have a certain album, and I listen to it until I memorize most of the lyrics to most of the songs.
Yeah.
Recently it's been the soundtrack to Hamilton, the musical. Have you watched that yet?
No.
We're watching that.
Okay.
We're watching as much as you can handle, because it's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I'm good.
We're watching as much as you can handle, I said.
1 minute.
No. Because usually I'll have only one earbud in, so I can still hear outside while
I don't like that. If I want to listen to my music, I want to be able to hear it loud and clear, like someone screaming in my ear.
I don't like that. What I really don't like?
Especially when I'm listening to Foreigner.
I really don't like because only one of my earbuds work now. And
Why?
I overuse them.
I have AirPods.
I broke those.
How?
Broke one of the earbuds.
How?
Hmm.
Would you drop it in a sewer?
No, it just broke.
One time my grandmother dropped her phone in a sewer.
So did I.
That would suck.
But it wasn't full. It was dry.
Still.
They lifted up the sewer grate.
Yeah, it still suck.
Yeah. Well, we live in a small town, so it's not an actual sewer.
Yeah. Going back on the fear thing, one of my biggest fears is having my phone in my pocket when I go in the water. How OCD, most people refer to it as neatness and everything having to be perfect, but it's not really just that. It's also patterns, and it can affect your daily life, checking things. And I know someone that has it, that they check their if their door is blocked 7 times or something like that.
Yeah.
Before they leave, and if they don't, they'll freak out about it and worry about it all day until they go back and check it that many times.
Yeah.
And I kind of have it to
I feel
when I'm about to go in the water, I'll check my pockets, and then when I get in the water, I'll check my pockets, and I'll just keep.
I might have it on
checking.
a pattern.
Yeah, stepping on cracks.
Yeah.
I do.
Whenever I'm going on a walk or something, I'm super observant on how I'm walking or something.
Yeah.
I feel I might have very small, moderate ADHD.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sound like one of those girls that's like, oh my god, I have ADHD. I'm such a crackhead.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like that person, but I feel like I genuinely might.
Yeah. We've been talking for 40 minutes.
Damn. Feels like it's been 10.
All I do was put my mind to my shit.
I feel like we've only been talking for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Alec's podcast, which was 5 minutes.
No, it wasn't. One was like 3.
What? That's not even a podcast.
I know, right?
That's a short conversation.
I mean, he is by himself.
Yeah, you can't really record a podcast by yourself.
I mean, you can, but I wouldn't be the type of person to lock myself in my room and just talk to myself.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like if I ever had a YouTube channel that was like gaming or something, I'd have to play with people because I can't just talk.
Yeah, that's why I'm planning to actually start trying to do YouTube again. But I can't do that until I have like a good group of friends to record with.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel comfortable if no one's there to hear my jokes.
Yeah.
Because I have no monitor. It's like, oh, that wasn't funny. Okay. So. So.
What were we even talking about?
Fuck.
What topic? Were we on food?
Yeah, then we went to like OCD.
Yeah.
Alright, we're just rambling. Fuck, it's hard to think of topics, isn't it?
You want to go to your history topic?
No.
Still?
No, I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
Why?
It's really boring.
Oh, okay.
When you watch YouTube, what would you say you like to watch?
I don't know. It depends. Like, sometimes I'll watch gaming videos, but other times they'll get boring. And so sometimes I'll watch, like, David Dobrik, but he hasn't posted in, like, 2 months. So.
Yeah. What I don't like is a lot of my favorite YouTubers, they don't really post very often.
Yeah. PewDiePie kind of gets old, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I like watching PewDiePie, but, like, not every video.
Yeah. I haven't watched him in a while because he gets kind of boring.
Yeah.
I'm honestly kind of surprised he has 100 million subscribers.
Why?
I don't know. I just, like, don't really know people that watch him.
Well, it's like over 10 years.
Yeah.
But still, a lot of YouTube channels have been around for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
I guess it's just sort of the posting content daily. And a lot of his content is pretty entertaining.
Yeah. I remember when he took a break, when he came back, I didn't really watch him.
I watched him when he came back.
I watched him before his break, but then when he came back, I just, like, kind of didn't watch him anymore.
Yeah. His Minecraft series was interesting.
Did you see that Lazarbeam video? Where he challenged a bunch of famous...
I only watched a bit of it.
He did he did his cousin.
Yeah, I watched it.
Almost lost.
I watched up till the ninja part.
Oh, yeah. He went against Mr. Beast. And I think Ninja was the last one. But that must have taken a pretty long time.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
He said it took him like over 10 days, which doesn't seem like a while.
Yeah. He went against a lot of really good Fortnite players and just really famous people.
This year has gone by kind of fast.
Yeah, especially this summer.
Yeah, summer's just flown by.
I feel like the online school is the slowest part.
Yeah. Because it feels like this year, each segment has been a different year. If you get what I'm saying. Like, coronavirus, all this corona stuff, feels like it's a whole different year than at the beginning.
Yeah.
Of, like, just World War III threats at the beginning, and then we went to Australia was on fire, then Kobe Bryant's death, and then coronavirus started, and it's still...
Everyone joked about it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah. And then people were racist, blaming it all on China. People saying it was, like, man-made.
What?
The coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. It's like people are like it was made in a lab. It's not.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies about it. Like people were like they were experimenting with some like war virus,
and
then someone was infected with it.
It's a naturally occurring virus.
Yeah, the coronavirus isn't the coronavirus. It's a branch of viruses, and COVID-19 stands for coronavirus disease. 2019.
Yeah. And the dumb part is, this could all be over in like a very short time. People actually followed the rules of wearing a mask and social distancing.
Yeah. I saw this thing the other day, and this guy said that the coronavirus is fake, and people are because hospitals get paid a grant when for every patient that has the coronavirus, and so he basically said that they were falsely like what's the word for like telling them they have it.
I don't know.
Diagnosing them.
Oh.
Falsely diagnosing them with coronavirus. And falsely diagnosing them with coronavirus and selling them and like getting money from it.
Yeah.
And then it said they were blaming like things like car crashes and deaths because of cancer on the coronavirus.
That's bullshit.
Which, yeah, it's not true.
I feel like, what are we at?
45.
I feel like
no, 46.
The thing is, like, all the other countries at the beginning that were super infected, like Italy, China, they've all gone down since then.
Yeah, China has gone down. China's like has just stopped.
They've all like kind of leveled out, and they're like, isn't as big in there anymore.
But then
America.
But then America is just dumb, and we decided to
not wear
make
the mask.
It about politics.
Yeah, it's not a political thing. People just stay in their house, and just wear a mask.
Yeah.
Just dumb. I feel bad for the CDC during all this, Center for Disease Control.
Yeah.
Have to watch over all this. The dumb thing is people complain about wearing masks, because, like, even people that will have, like, if they don't get a certain level of oxygen, they'll pass out. They even wear masks. That was just some dumb Karen on Facebook.
Yeah. I have a topic for you.
What?
Do you want to talk about religion?
No.
Ha! Got him. I know, I was thinking. I'm bored.
Well, if we talk about history, then we'll get into politics. Because I know a lot about American history.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about, like, just how we came to be. Like.
Yeah, how all of human life came to be.
Yeah.
How improbable it is. How,
honestly, it'd be crazy if monkeys just evolved like that.
Yeah. I never want to tackle this topic.
Huh?
I don't want to go into this topic.
Yeah, because it can easily go into religion.
Yeah. Because, like, if you even talk about, like, evolution, then it will definitely lead into religion.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about history now.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to vent about America for a while.
Go on.
So before, I think this all, me being very interested in American history, started from me watching Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
To be frank with you. I'm like, I don't remember important stuff, but I remember, like, history stuff. Like how the United States was founded. Like, how it was a tie between Aaron Burr and Thomas Jefferson in the election of 1800. And then they had to go to the delegates for them to actually decide who was president. And so then Thomas Jefferson won and Aaron Burr became vice. Because back then, vice president was whoever was like up whoever was second highest voted in the presidency until the vice president shot Alexander Hamilton, which was pretty big at the time. Yeah.
I thought you said you were gonna vent about it for a while.
I will. I'm still going.
Okay.
And then, fun fact about Alexander Hamilton. Fuck.
What?
Very fun fact, wasn't it? I don't really want to vent about this because I'll just go rambling. I like learning about history for some reason. Like any other topic, I don't find it fun, but history is just kind of interesting to me. So.
It depends. Certain things, I think.
Yeah. Then. Fun fact about the island we live on. The first Virginia Dare was the first person born of European parents in America. And that was like on this island, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we got our county named after her and Virginia named after her, I think. So, yeah.
I feel like we should end it soon.
Just like one more topic.
Okay, what?
Let's think. Let's have a topic that you think of. Because I've been coming up with all these topics. What about, like, something to do with health?
Health?
Health, like, you know.
I don't. What do you mean health? You start.
Like disorders. Not like disorders.
Oh. Did you know there's a disorder called walking corpse disorder?
What do you mean?
It's basically where you just like you think parts of your body are missing. Sometimes you think parts of your body are missing, like you're losing blood, or.
Where we at?
52 minutes. Or your kidney, or your liver or something is gone, or it can also be. Oh God. It can also be where you just like don't think anything can kill you. So like if there's a car coming, you'll just go. And it just you don't really care about it or anything. That'd be pretty weird to have.
Yeah. If there was to be like, you know, a zombie apocalypse, how do you think it would start? Do you think it'd be like a disease that would spread?
I don't know. I saw this thing.
That would be like rabies.
Yeah, I saw this thing that I don't know if it was real or not, but it said that there was like a deer that was basically a zombie, and it was like kind of just insane, and like there's a parasite eating its brain.
Well, that's the thing for like ants or snails or something. Basically, a parasite takes over their brain, so they're basically dead, and they just like walk around until the parasite is ready to, like, you know, reproduce, and then it just kills them off. Yeah, if there was to be, like, a zombie disease, I think it would probably just, like, spread from animals to humans.
Yeah.
To a lot of...
It'd probably be... I think it would be some disease evolving.
Yeah.
Mutating.
Yeah. I think that's a good point to end this podcast on.
Sure.
Alright. This was 10 times longer than Alex's podcast.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Alright, so what are we supposed to say? Fucking buy or some shit.